Welcome to, I guess, the first part of this class and correctly completing, I guess, your first non-graded assignment, but first directions. This is just a brief intro video. My name is Bob Biega. I am your instructor for this course. Um, what I kind of want to talk about is how to be successful, um, what to expect, things like that. So, you know, the best way that I can tell you to be successful is as you're working through all the assignments, tests, whatever you're working on, to keep in mind you are preparing for the most part for the final exam. Online classes are different for math anyway at BCTC because we do require either one or two proctored exams. In the summer, I require one proctored exam. You have to pass the proctored exam. So when I say preparing yourself for the final, what I'm saying is to do as much of the work as possible on your own without assistance. Okay, there are apps out there. There's stuff. There's resources online. There's friends. There's all kinds of things you can do to do well on homeworks and quizzes and tests without truly learning the material. Okay. By entering an equation into an app or something like that and it gives you the answer, well, that's great. But are you learning? So when I say to prepare for the final, what I'm truly saying is to do your best at actually learning the material versus getting the right answers. Okay, there's a difference. So try to avoid using those things. Now, I mean, nothing wrong with using apps. I mean, I give my students apps or recommend apps for them to use, but the goal behind using the app is to see how the problem is worked to help you learn it, not just to get the right answer. So try to do that. Okay, so that's very, very important. You may think you can, do all this stuff and then go take the final, and odds are it doesn't work that way. Okay, I hate it when people fail the final, but I'm just telling you, I've been doing this a long time, and the best way, um, is to prepare for the final by doing work in the same type of environment without too much extra help. Okay, so that's all I'm going to say about that. I'll remind you as time goes on, but that's just very important. Now, other thing, I've provided videos. I send out emails, reminders. I try to do the best I can to help you, but sometimes you have to take a responsibility for your education, and if you get stuck on something, you need to let me know. Okay, we'll do our best that we can over email, but sometimes that's not good enough, and I understand that. I don't have office hours in the summer, but if you can get away during the day, I can certainly meet you somewhere, and we can get some one-on-one, or you can go to the tutoring lab. Now there's other avenues for tutoring because we all work, and so I understand that. There's Brain Fuse, which is a link in Blackboard for online students. So there's things you can do to help you understand the material. All right, so that's another thing that's very important. Email. Read your email. I have students that'll ask me 2 days before the test. They didn't know about the proctored final. I'm like, are you kidding me? I mean, it's I've talked about it several times. So that just tells me that you're not reading your email. I mean, how else do we communicate in an online class? So you've got to read your email. I try to send stuff out 1 or 2 days a week, to kind of keep you going, reminders, things like that. So please read your email. If you're not getting anything from me, you better check your spam, clutter, whatever folder some of that stuff goes to. All right. Procrastination, common mistake. I try to, give you some leeway as to when things are due. I'm semi-structured. Like, I don't give you stuff due every day. I give you stuff due maybe every 3 or 4 days, but it's 3 or 4 assignments. So what you should do is at least every other day do 2 assignments. What you don't want to do is wait till the last day to do 4 assignments. I mean, think about it. That's ridiculous. I mean, unless you're really a good math student, that's putting yourself behind the 8 ball. Now, there are some people that can do that, but for the most part, that's just a way to be unsuccessful, because what you want to do is work ahead. Give yourself plenty of time to prepare for tests. Okay, there are reviews. So even though I may only give you a day, those are just self-guiding dates. It doesn't mean you've got to follow those dates. You can work ahead as far as you want. Everything is ready to go. So that's just kind of the way I try to help pace those that have trouble pacing themselves. But try not to procrastinate, because, it's just not a good idea. I mean, you don't take an online class because you don't want to go to class. You take an online class because maybe you have job, requirements, or maybe you have children, things like that. But to take an online class because you just don't want to sit in class, that's really not a good reason. Okay, classroom on campus are way more structured because you're seeing somebody every other day. Online classes are not that way. So you've got to be self-motivated and be able to structure yourself. And that's sometimes easier said than done for some people. Okay, so those are the things. Now, the next video you'll see kind of is a tour. I'm going to take you through the class, show you where things are located, so that you're really prepared, to start. So I'm going to end this right now, and please watch that next video. I think it's very, very helpful for you.